You're sitting in a group and she's right across from you. She laughs at every single one of your jokes, even the dumbest ones. She holds eye contact just a second longer than necessary, and in your head, a whole movie is already playing. How you go on a date, how awesome everything is. You gather your courage, make a move, and, oh, sorry, you're a great friend, but I'm just a really outgoing person. And the most disgusting part here isn't even the friend zone, but that feeling that you're a complete idiot at reading people. Or the exact opposite. You've been friends with someone for years, afraid to confess your feelings, and then you find out she had been waiting for you to make a move for 2 years, but you just didn't want to ruin everything. Today, I'll break down the system I use myself. This isn't one of those 7 signs she likes you lists that are all over YouTube, but a system based on behavioral psychology and neurobiology. Look, the main screw up is that we're looking for that one sign. Many sincerely believe that an accidental touch on the shoulder or a lingering glance guarantees 100% infatuation. In reality, a single gesture means nothing. A look could be an accident, and laughter could just be good manners. Interest isn't one big explosion. It's a pattern, a repeating scenario. My formula is simple. Interest equals repeated signals plus comfort plus willingness to continue. If there are more than 3 signs and they repeat, that's when we start the game. The first thing I always look at is the reactions of the autonomic nervous system, which the brain simply doesn't have time to control. There's this thing called the eyebrow flash. Notice, when a person sees you, if their eyebrows shoot up for a split second, it's an involuntary evolutionary signal of joy. Faster than any logic, the brain is saying, "Oh, awesome, it's him!" The second point is the gaze. Don't expect her to stare at you like a maniac. Look for that extra second. When you finish a sentence, she doesn't look away immediately. She lingers. And if she shyly looks away afterward, that's a jackpot. A slight spike in adrenaline. And my favorite life hack, look at the feet. You can wear your face like a mask, but the feet and torso are always pointed toward what a person is genuinely interested in. If she's talking to her friend, but her torso and the tips of her shoes are pointing at you, her subconscious is already there. But body language is just a basic animal impulse. To understand whether it's growing into something bigger, we need to look at how you share space. Have you ever noticed that you start speaking the same language? If you settle in more comfortably, and 10 seconds later she changes her posture to match, that's mirroring. Mirror neurons kick in, and her nervous system is literally trying to sync up with yours. It's the highest degree of comfort. But the coolest thing is the creation of a bubble. Picture this, a loud party, a bunch of people around, but she makes it feel like you two are completely alone. She starts speaking a little softer, so you have to lean in closer. She asks questions that cut everyone else out. She builds an invisible wall around the two of you. If a person creates this private cocoon in a public place, they definitely don't just see you as an acquaintance. So, physical contact is established and the space is narrowed. But the real magic begins when we tap into her thoughts. Now let's dig deeper. Listen to her voice. When we like someone, a slight surge in hormones relaxes the vocal cords and the tone changes. It becomes softer, deeper, taking on a certain playfulness, I guess. Compare how she talks to the waiter versus how she talks to you. If there's a difference, score 1 for you. And my personal favorite, memory. If a week later she asks, "So how's your dog? Did he get better?" Even though you only mentioned it in passing, that's a powerful signal. Our brain allocates memory resources only to emotionally significant things. If she remembers details about you, it means you've taken up space in her head. And another thing, if her friends know your name and that you like black coffee without sugar, even though you're meeting them for the first time, congratulations, she's been talking about you. People don't chatter that deeply about just friends. You've already secured a spot in her memory, and her friends know your tastes. What's left is the final stage, the stress test. Sometimes attraction manifests through light teasing. You probably say that to everyone, don't you? She's not trying to offend you, it's a kind of psychological fitness test. Are you actually stable? Are you genuine? It's a flirtatious challenge. Don't make excuses, just smile and play along. But the most reliable sign is future access. When a person weaves you into their tomorrow. You'd love this movie. We should watch it sometime. Next time I'll show you that spot. She isn't closing the door. She's leaving it open so you can walk in. The main mistake I've seen hundreds of times is catching one encouraging sign and mentally already picking out names for your kids. Guys, don't build a whole story on a single moment. Look for the pattern. But there's also a second mistake. Failing to act when the pattern is already obvious. The biochemical cocktail of attraction doesn't last forever. If she opens doors for you one after another and you just stand on the threshold looking dumb, she will close them. So what should you do? You don't need to confess your undying love. Take a small, calm step. Suggest meeting up one-on-one in any context. If she helps your plan happen, that's it. You're on the right track. If she starts making excuses, you better hit the brakes. In general, people rarely hide their attraction completely. The mouth might stay silent, but the body will still give away the truth. Don't look for loud confessions. Look for a repeating rhythm, because genuine attraction never shouts about itself.